It's going to be a straight to the point video showing you how to quickly get your Pinnacle reward from the Master Empire Hunt solo with the least amount of work required on the easiest class. So that being a Hunter Nightstalker, bottom tree with 6 Coyote. As you see there, you can invis, then pull out your Sparrow and Sparrow past the ads. Or I could have just invis, done a dodge, and then so forth. So the initial ads you can skip. This video will just cover on everything you skip and what you can't. I've already made a video about this a couple weeks ago when this one was harder because of what the modifier rotation was then. This week it's famine, which famine can be negated by my setup, which we have the artifact mod on called Spores of War. Now, Spores of War generates heavy ammo on a finisher kill on a champion 9 times out of 10. It's not guaranteed, but it happens most of the time. We also have Surge Eater on, which means when we stun a champion, we get our grenades. So every time we're doing a stun, we can save on heavy that way, and just sort of use our grenade or vortex grenade to do a lot of the damage. So with the initial section, we're just staying back, putting shots onto the brig. Try not to hit the barricade like that, so it just bounces right off. So be wary of that. Yes, we are using Sleeper Simulant. There's only one reason why. There's something different. It's something other than Xenophage Anarchy, which I've been using a lot of lately. There's other setups that would work. Any setup will pretty much work that you like in terms of a heavy, because it's literally infinite heavy to a point, providing that you're getting finish kills. So you can use anything you want. I just want to use Sleeper, just because there's something different for myself. So we're going to get this champion weak. We'll go invis first, get a dodge, and then get a finisher kill. As I said, it's 9 times out of 10. For that instance, I didn't. But I've been using Spores of War since it came out, and it's pretty consistent generally. That was just maybe me getting unlucky. This entire room needs to be cleared, hence why I'm not skipping it. We used our last sleeper shot on that Vandal there, just to get him cleared, because what happens with the Vandals, they'll just scurry up at the back of the map while you're fighting champions, and I just wanted to take him there and then. We don't really need the heavy for the Overload, since we've got Overload Scout on, with explosive payload, a Nightwatch. We'll get a finish kill here, which we do, get a brick. Fine, and then we'll finish off the remaining chunks. Pretty simple this room. And we're good to go. I did have ING fired on and all that sort of spec, it didn't matter because there's no shields. This time around there isn't solar shields on the shanks, which is a modifier called Hot Knife. This time it's Scorched Earth, which just means enemies throw more grenades. So kind of worse that there was no shields at all, but it's fine. That's the first room pretty much clear. Now I'll detail all the rest of the skips for the rest of this. So first you want to take out all the mines, however you want. And when we've done that, just start sprinting to this door here. Do your first invis around about there. I wait to late and merely do an ad instead. Once you get that invis, then dodge of course to get your smoke bomb back. We've got 6 Coyote on, as I said, so we're getting double dodge. We gambler's dodge, meaning we keep getting our smoke bomb back. The smoke bomb lasts 7 seconds, so that's 14 seconds there if we were to do it twice. That's more than enough to skip anything we need in this particular Empire hunt. This section, you do not need to clear the shanks, but I would just clear them out because you may get a heavy off them. I don't believe I did, but there's always a chance that you might. So you're just best off clearing this section right here. There is only one anti-barrier champion in the whole thing that you need to actually kill, which is the one up ahead. So to set up for that, you first want to take the Overload champion, because what's going to happen is the Overload champion will get immune from the anti-barrier. The anti-barrier will tether the Overload, so to stop that, take the Overload from a distance. Now sometimes the Overload will not push at all. If that happens, just stand where I am and literally just put a few scout rifle shots down there, and eventually the champ will spawn in. Now, this is risky-ish. I could have just killed that champ, but we're going to go invis and get a finish kill here. Just for some heavy. But if you had a better heavy situation than me, then you wouldn't have needed to do that, and you would just take them out with either sleeper or your scout. Whatever you would. Now we'll get a smoke bomb dodge, and then we'll to get into this room, and we're going to super this servitor. Now you could just kill the servitor with your Terra, especially if you're at my sort of power level. If you're below myself, then you're probably going to need to get a shield break, which worked out for myself. It meant I could get a finisher kill anyways. But I have actually done it where you've just cleared the servitor, the anti-barrier with my super alone, without having to get a stun on their shields. We're pretty much full on heavy, fullish. 10 max, that's with 1 reserves and 1 concussive dampener. If I was to go 2 linear reserves, that would be 11. Sleeper Simulant is in an okay spot in terms of damage. It just needs a buff for magazine size. So it should probably be around 15 with double reserves and then 12 base. Which is, I believe, what it was in D1 at one stage. That would be a healthier place for Sleeper Simulant. Its damage is actually okay. It's actually not a bad weapon damage-wise. And it also needs to create war mine cells. Kind of ridiculous. Xenophage creates war mine cells, and it's not even war mine themed, so to speak. Whereas actually, Sleeper Simulant is technically about. It's an Icolos weapon. Sleeper Simulant is an Icolos weapon. Essentially, it's got that same design. It was the. So it's war mine themed. It was from the war mine expansion, so it should create war mine cells. There's no doubt about that. So they're the 2 changes they should make. They make those changes. Sleeper Simulant will be competitive with other exotic heavies. So with this section, we're just going to clear out the generator. We'll just take that out. Boss will then do a couple of moves if you're there. He'll do his ice freezer move and then he'll teleport. Then we're going to wait for this blue door. We'll smoke bomb immediately, dodge. We skip this champion and all that stuff. So we're not getting platinum. If you want to see platinum runs done, I've done that earlier on in the season when I was under level and stuff. So we've already done that. Just getting a little bit of super energy. You just need a little bit. Just because you want to have your super in time for the final boss. This is pretty much one of the last rooms we have to deal with. First of all, we'll take out any sniper shanks we can get or any wretches from a distance. This overload champion is the hardest one, and he is required to be killed to advance to the next part. So he is worth using heavy on. I didn't use much. I might have used 1 or 2 shots, but it's definitely worth using. The best strat I would say with this particular champ is to get your first stun. Take cover behind this door, left or right, pick which side you want, and then just peek shoot like this. You peek shoot like that, just 1 shot at a time, it'll actually definitely keep that champion from regenerating health. Then when he's stunned, obviously you can do your big damage, your scout. I could even, like I say, switch to my Sleeper Simulant and finish him off. Can't remember if I do or not. I think we just finish him off with the scout. But like I said, if I had heavy drop in there, I would have. I think I do get a heavy drop, but I didn't realise until actually getting in the room. But you could finish off with a slip shot if you wanted. Try to have a bit of ammo, a good chunk of ammo though for the final boss. Just speeds it up. Because this one's just all about speed, least amount of work. How do we get this done quickly? Without having to go on LFG, or without having to ask somebody to give you a hand. So with this section, there'll be a load of shanks to your right. We're skipping that. And we'll do an invis around here to avoid the snipers. You time your invis a little later than that, you may get double sniped, which cause a wipe. So be careful of that. Just dodge invis next to all the yards. We've pretty much got our super, so we're just going to go around this corner. And then for the final boss. So obviously it's immune gated, so we can't one phase it. So it's just 4 phases. So for the first phase, we just want to do a grenade tether. That should get the boss down for that first quarter. Then once we've done that, we can actually even take out one of the generators, but after that you want to consider getting to a safe place, which I'll show you right now. They're dotted all around the map. This is just my favourite one. The reason for that is because you can pretty much see nearly every generator that you need to from up here. You can also avoid enemy fire, as you can see, and we can utilise the smoke bomb dodge to farm up our vortex grenade, which is really handy, because what's going to happen here with this, for those that never saw my initial video on this, the boss sits below this ledge, which means it's easy to DPS him from here, and it's also easy to get all the ads down, and it's easy to stay alive. So there's a lot of things going for this particular place. Also, the ads in this room are peculiar. Now I don't know 100% how it works, because I've done this Technocrat Empire Hunt now ever since it came out, the master one, probably 5, 6, 7 times. I've made a couple of vids on this particular one. I've made vids on all of them, but I've made vids on this as well. And every time the ad spawns are just a little bit different, but you get less ad spawns if you stand in the ledge, on the ledge. And if you do everything sort of from here, whereas if I start running around, you may start getting ads spawning. But I'm not 100% how it works. All I would say is, if you get an ad spawn, prioritize the ads, then do your DPS. Do a couple of sleeper shots here. I'm going to farm up some nade energy, so we can peek over this ledge, and it can hit you a little bit, but a lot of his shots get deflected from the ledge itself. We're saving on a bit of ammo here to force the next phase. That's triggered the next phase, so we'll have 3 transponders this time, which can all be got from this ledge, like I said. The modifier this week, by the way, is farming, as I showed at the start of the video, so it's not a difficult one. As I said, Balls of War can negate that, and your ammo finders. We'll do a couple more sleeper shots. I want to save a bit for the end though. Just what my intentions would be for this generally would be to have a super for the final phase, which if I'd got more ad phases, if I'd actually got more ads, I would have had a super, a tether for the final phase and finish them off. But I didn't on my particular run, because as I said, when you're on the ledge you get less ad spawns that way. So that's why we saved the 4 sleeper shots instead, rather than just, you know, using them all at once. Now we'll take out the last set of generators, which you are pretty much safe-ish. The boss will not teleport on you on the final phase, he will stand on the middle platform, but the wretches can push you. So, but it's mainly the arc nades that you need to watch. This place I end up standing at, which I didn't intend, I just ended up doing it as I was doing the run, because like I said, I was anticipating that I would have my tether, but I was a bit premature on that. So I found that if I stand here, he doesn't do his arc nades the further you stand away from him. If I was standing a bit closer, he would start doing his arc nades and stuff, which can put you in a bit of trouble, but I can literally just scout him down from here. No additional ad spawns either. So that was just basically how to easily do it. This is super easy. This is just a video just fast, easy Pinnacle. What's the best way? Not particularly the best setup, because Sleep Simulant isn't the best for ammo, but still does the job. If you want to use Anarchy, you could have done that. Dinner Phase, you could have done that. Pretty much any exotic heavy that you like. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.